Giga coasters. Giga coasters are roller coasters in between the height of 300 and 399 feet. I've ridden every Giga coaster in the United States as of this recording. I was going to wait till next year to make this video because in 2026, I believe I will be riding Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland, and then I could have made this video ranking all the Giga coasters in the entire Western Hemisphere. But I now cannot because Six Flags decided to build a dang Giga dive coaster, which it's a huge roller coaster. I don't know how good it's going to be though. The reason I say that is because, you know, dive coasters are usually just mediocre rides. Like, people will rave about this drop because it's a 300-foot dive coaster. So the roller coaster train is going to pause 300 feet above. It might be a beyond vertical drop, but I'm not sure. It's either vertical or beyond vertical. So that part is going to be absolutely insane. But the rest of the layout is usually just mediocre on dive coasters. The only dive coasters that are kind of an exception of that is like some smaller dive coasters that are really fast paced. And the first half of Yukon Striker I've heard is really good because I've seen some off-ride footage of it and it looks to absolutely tear through that vertical loop. But I don't really know how I feel about this ride. I know for sure 100% it's going to do really well at the GP. But anyway, number 4, the 4th best Giga coaster in the United States. Me personally, my least favorite one is Orion at Kings Island. Now, don't get me wrong, none of these roller coasters are bad rides, but in my opinion, Orion is the weakest one because it does feel like a hypercoaster, and I know there's some people that do think it is a hypercoaster, but I'm putting it on this Giga coaster list because look at it. It has the same exact support structure as all the other B&M Gigas like Fury 325 and Leviathan. It looks like a Giga coaster, so I'm going to put it on this list. But anyway, it does feel like a B&M hyper coaster, just they decided to take out all the airtime. Except for 3 moments. 4 actually. The drop is great airtime. The wave turn does absolutely nothing. The turnaround does absolutely nothing. But that airtime hill, the speed hill and the floater hill, from what I can remember, pretty good. Then it has good positive G's through that Orion bell element, and then it has one good final element into the brakes. Number 3 spot, we have Millennium Force. Millennium Force was the original Giga coaster, the Giga coaster that started it all, and it really does just give a special feeling, and as a bonus, it has the best soundtrack. And ascending up that lift hill, looking at the beautiful view of Lake Erie, it is just something you're gonna remember forever. Millennium Force is a wonderful ride, but it's not forceful. That's why it's at the number 3 spot. Millennium Force is arguably the most important roller coaster in history. It was the first modern roller coaster that was able to have smooth transitions, and it was an absolutely humongous roller coaster and a giant addition to Cedar Point. Now, what could they have done to make Millennium Force better? Well, they did make Millennium Force better, and that's why I have Pantherian at King's Dominion at the number 2 spot, because it's basically Millennium Force, but an insanely aggressive roller coaster that wants to rip your face off. Now, I will admit, I need a re-ride on 3 out of 4 of these roller coasters, especially this one, because I didn't even ride this roller coaster in the back row or the front. I sat in the middle because my sister, I was riding with her and she was too scared to sit in the back. So I never got to ride in the best seat on the ride, but I will admit it was an absolutely ferocious ride experience. After the drop, every single ride I grayed out, and I know that everybody says it about this ride, so I don't even need to go that in depth about this ride. There's nothing else to be said. I just need to re-ride this in the very near future. But it's time to move on. And at the number 1 spot, this is probably predicted before this video was even released by so many people. It's almost unquestionable. Fury 325 at Carowinds opened as the tallest and fastest giga coaster in the world. Although it recently got its records taken from it by Red Force, it still is the tallest roller coaster with a lift hill and is a world-class roller coaster. It is the most re-rideable roller coaster on the planet. It's just intense enough for the roller coaster enthusiasts to love it, but also not too intense, so where the GP will also love this roller coaster. I've ridden this roller coaster nearly 30 times in one day. I want to get more, but I just hadn't had the chance yet. And it's at my home park, so I've ridden this roller coaster hundreds of times. Anyway, that is the giga coasters in the United States ranked. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not pressuring anyone. But anyway, this is Coasters International. Bye-bye.